we're going to take the derivative of g of x equals e to the x squared minus 4x plus 3 plus 1 over e to the square root of 2x minus 3. So first we want to rewrite this as g of x equals e to the x squared minus 4x plus 3 plus e to the negative 2x minus 3 to the 1/2. So remember, when something is in the bottom of a fraction, you can write it as a negative exponent, and a square root is the same as to the 1/2 power. Now we're ready to take the derivative. G prime of x is equal to, our outside function is e raised to some power. So the derivative of e to a power is e to that power. And the chain rule says that we need to take the derivative of the outside function with the inside function, which here is x squared minus 4x plus 3, plugged into it, times the derivative of our inverse function. So the derivative of our inverse function is the derivative of x squared minus 4x plus 3. So, in fact, let's just write that down for right now, and we'll take another step to finish it. So we want the derivative of that term. And then we're going to add to that, again, we have e raised to some power. So we're going to get the derivative of e to anything is e to that thing. So that's from the chain rule, that's our derivative of the outside function with the inside plugged in. And then we need to follow that with the derivative of the inside function. So we need to take two more derivatives still. We need to take this derivative and this derivative. So to finish our problem, we're going to copy g prime of x equals e to the x squared minus 4x plus 3. But now we're taking the derivative of that inside function. So the derivative of x squared is 2x. The derivative of minus 4x is minus 4. And the derivative of plus 3 is 0. Now we're ready for the second term. We copied the e to the negative 2x minus 3 to the 1/2. That's the derivative of the outside function with the inside plugged in from our chain rule. And we still need to take the derivative of the inside function. So now we're looking at just this highlighted portion here. And it's going to be its own chain rule. So we're going to copy the negative 2. And then the outside function is to the 1/2 power. So we bring down the 1/2. And we make it to the negative 1/2. That's the derivative of the outside. Now we plug in the inside without changing it. And then we copy the derivative of that inside function. So the derivative of 2x minus 3 is 2. Now we're going to look at problem 11h. Y equals x cubed times e to the x. And we're going to take the derivative. We're going to take the derivative using the product rule. So the product rule says we want to take the derivative of the first function. So the first function here is x cubed, so its derivative is 3x squared. And then we want to copy the second function without changing it. Then we want to add to that, copying the first function without changing it, multiplied by the derivative of the second function. Now here, the derivative of e to the x is still e to the x. So that's the derivative